Good
Start.
morning, students. Today we are going to discuss and learn a very nice poem, that is Leisure. This poem is written by William Henry Davis. William Henry Davis is a great nature poet, and particularly the poet wants to give a very nice message through this poem to us, I mean to the modern people. As you know, God has created so many beautiful things and aspects of the nature, you can say. We, the human beings, we are the highest or the best creation of God. But we all have lost our sense of responsibility, or you can say sincerity. The purpose for which God has sent us as the best creation of the God, that duty we are not fulfilling here. Here you see, the poet has given a very clear-cut message that we are quite busy, we are quite preoccupied for our own business, for our own work, but we do not have time at all to see, to enjoy, to build and to glorify the beauty of the nature. So now let me recite the poem. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as see or couch, no time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their knots in grass, no time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night, no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet how they can dance, no time to wait till her mouth can enrich their smile, her eyes began. A poor like this, if full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. Now let me explain this poem stanza wise here, particularly through this poem with the particularly the first line. What is this life if full of care? The poet has asked a very nice question to us. What is this life? I mean, what is the value of life? What is the meaning of our life if it is full of care? Full of care means busy. Our life, particularly the life of the modern people, are quite busy, preoccupied. We do not have time at all. Here you see, we have no time to stand and stare. Means you do not have time at all to stand and to see the beauty of the nature. We do not have time to see, to enjoy, to glorify the beauty of the nature. The next stanza, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. We do not have time at all to stand beneath. Beneath means under, or you can say below. Boughs means branches. Boughs means branches. Here we have written. So we do not have time at all to stand under the branches of the tree just to see, to glorify the beauty of the nature. But the poet has given a very clear-cut comparison here in this stanza that we are quite inferior to the domesticated animal, domesticated animal like sheep or cows. Though they are domesticated animals, still they do have time. They can stand under the branches of the tree and they can see, glorify the beauty of the nature. Though we are the highest creation of the God, we do not have time at all because we are quite busy. We do not have time at all to stand under the branches of the tree just to see, to glorify, to enjoy the beauty of the nature. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their knots in grass. Here, particularly while we are passing through the forest, woods means here, woods means jungle. While we are passing by the forest, during that time a very beautiful, a very nice or funny scenery is going on. How it happens? That you can say funny creature, a tiny creature is busy in collecting the knots from one place to another place through the grass. But we are so busy, so preoccupied that we do not have time at all to stand and just to see, to enjoy, to glorify such type of funny scenery that is taking place in the home of the nature. The next stanza, no time to see broad day light, streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to see in broad daylight. Broad means see, it is quite full, quite clear. I mean it is a fine day. It is a fine day. During the daytime you see the streams are full of stars, just like the skies of the night you can say. We all see during the night time the sky is full of stars. It is very natural that we all see. But the same scenery is happening or taking place during the daytime. I mean the streams they flow from the mountains, they join in the, you can say, see the rivers you can say. But when during the daytime such type of scenery is taking place, how it is possible? Now when the sun rays fall on the rippling water of the streams, each ray of the sun creates one stars, I mean thousand stars due to the reflection on the water of the stream. I mean the very reflection they are creating thousands stars during the daytime. And in addition to that, I can tell you here the white color pebbles, tiny, I mean small white color pieces also, they do appear as if they are so many stars. So it is only possible due to the reflection of the sunlight and the white color pebbles and tiny white color pieces. It is taking place during the daytime, which we normally see during the night time that the sky is full of stars. But we do not have time at all to stand to see such type of wonderful scenery what is taking place or happening during the daytime. The next you see, no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch our feet how they can dance. No time to turn at beauty's glance. Can you see beauties? Can you see beauties? Beauty is a noun. It is an, you can say it is an abstract noun. But here you see the word B is capital and here apostrophe S is given. Here you can say literary device personification is used. Though it refers to quality, it is an abstract noun. We can consider it is an inanimate object. But it shows the behavior of a human. Here the poet, you can say, has compared the entire nature with a beautiful woman, or you can say a beautiful girl. How the entire nature is dancing like a beautiful girl or a beautiful woman or a beautiful queen, you can say. During the springtime, the entire scenery, the entire nature looks green. It seems as if the entire nature appears just like a beautiful girl or a beautiful woman, and the woman is standing, the woman is dancing by wearing a green color saree, you can say here. So now here you see the poet has compared the entire nature as a beautiful woman, and being a beautiful woman, the nature is dancing by wearing a green color saree. So here I told you beauty means it is personified here. And you see, and watch our feet how they can dance. We do not have time at all that to stand and see how the nature being a beautiful woman or a beautiful girl, it dances. You must be thinking how nature and inanimate object and how it dances. The poet has given a very nice comparison. How is it possible? When the wind blows, the branches, the green color leaves, they start swing their movement. It seems as if it dances just like a beautiful queen. The next you see, no time to wait till her mouth can enrich their smile, her eyes beagle. We all have watched very nicely when a beautiful dancer dances, how the dancer shows its very eyes movement and lips, all these things you know. The same thing happens on part of the nature when it dances just like a beautiful girl, but we do not have time at all to enrich the smile, the eyes, the very movement of all these things, you can say. And you see, being the highest creation or the best creation of God, we do not have time at all to see or to enjoy or to glorify the beauty of the nature. That's why at the end part of this poem, the poet has called the way we lead our life as poor life. A poor life, if this full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. The poet has called the life which we are leading, particularly the modern people are leading nowadays, he has specifically called it is a poor life. What is this life is full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. So, thank you, students.